Hello, my name is Blair Spence, and today we'll be talking about the Polish partition. Alright, let's begin. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth was one of the major powers in Eastern Central Europe for 300 years, but by the beginning of the 18th century, the Commonwealth was in decline and suffered from chronic internal weakness. The Commonwealth did not have a hereditary monarchy, but instead a elective monarchy, which was elected by the quarrelsome nobility, which was called Szlachta, heavily protected their privileges and used their power in the same to prevent effective central government or social reforms. Since the Great Northern War, the Commonwealth was reduced to a Russian protectorate. Due to this, Russia had a free hand in Commonwealth internal affairs, and when King Augustus II died in 1733, the Russian army compelled the election of his son as King Augustus III, which led to Prussia becoming a partner in this Russian policy, and Prussia used Poland as a source of men, material, and resources. When King Augustus III died in 1764, Empress Catherine II, also known as Catherine the Great, pressured the Sejm to elect her former lover, Stanislaw Poniatowski, as king. Stanislaw was a son of Polish nobility, but his family were not power players in Polish politics. When he became King Stanislaw II Augustus, he wanted to modernize and reform his country and not just be a Russian puppet. His reforms would strengthen the power of the monarchy, and this threatened Russian interests, which depended on the fractious and disunited Polish aristocracy to keep the monarchy weak and manipulatable. When Russia forced the Sejm to pass measures favoring followers of the Orthodox Church, although this treaty also guaranteed the privileges of the golden liberties of the nobility, it demonstrated the Russian-installed king's impotence and enraged a group of powerful Catholic traditionalist noblemen. These noblemen formed the Bar Confederation in the city of Bar and declared war on Russia on the 29th of February. 1768. After the king's mediation efforts failed, the king sent an army to crush the Confederation, but a peasant and Cossack uprising against the monarchy in Ukraine broke out, and this took pressure off the Confederates. The Russians pushed the Confederates back, and despite French assistance, the Confederacy was crushed at Krakow Castle on the 28th of April, 1772. With the Confederates defeated, Prussia, Russia, and Austria forced the Sejm to ratify the Treaty of Partition, which the three powers agreed on February, and the treaty was ratified on September 30th, 1773. Shocked by this disaster, far-sighted Poles worked patiently to prepare the grounds for reforms. This culminated in the works of the Great Sejm, which proclaimed a bold new liberal constitution on the 3rd of May, 1791. This was met with resistance by conservative aristocrats. Due to the threat of their privileges, this led to the formation of the Tarago Confederation, and they invited Russian military intervention. In May 14, 1792, the Russians quickly defeated the Great Sejm forces, and King Stanislav caved to the Confederation demands and ordered a ceasefire on the 24th of July. After the war in defense of the Constitution ended in a second partition between Russia and Prussia, and Poland was partitioned again. When General Antony Malensky refused to disband his 1st National Cavalry Brigade and marched to Krakow, and General Thaddeus Husko, a veteran of the American Revolutionary War, proclaimed a general insurrection, and in his speech in Krakow's town square he said, "Not to use these powers to oppress any person, but to defend the integrity and borders of Poland, regain the independence of the nation, and to strengthen universal liberties." During the uprising, several members of the Tarago Confederation were killed by the insurrectionists. The Poles defeated the Russians at Radomska on the 4th, and a uprising in Warsaw forced the Russian garrison out of the city after bloody street fighting. And on May 7, Kosciuszko issued a proclamation at Palanki, which ended serfdom and gave them civil rights. but the Poles were defeated by the Russians and the Prussian armies at Seneskosny on June 6, and after a bit of back and forth, the uprising was quashed on November 16th, and Poland was partitioned again for the third and final time between Russia, Prussia, and Austria, and Poland would not become an independent nation again till 1918 after the First World War. If you like this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.